before I start with this Growatt, I want to let you know that yes, with this Growatt, you can charge it from the grid, but make sure it has its own breaker. I plugged this in with an extension cord, and my microwave, it's on its own breaker, but its own breaker with the refrigerator downstairs. I know they're two heavy loads, but I checked the power and the current that the refrigerator pulls. Since it's downstairs one, it rarely ever goes on. So I plugged this Growatt into the same outlet as that was with an extension cord, and the Growatt and the microwave together will blow the breaker. Lesson learned, I had to run into a different breaker, but I got the tester to see what loads I'm pulling from every one of my breakers. But with this right here, yeah, I would recommend having your own breaker. You know, I'm not going to do a video on it, but we're going to upgrade to 200 amp service, and I'm going to bring a company in to do that. Maybe I'll talk with them after they do it, but I just need more outlets. I mean, I got a 100-year-old house with a 100 amp service, over a 100-year-old house, 100 amp service. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade everything. But I wanted to tell you about that. All right, here's the rest of the video. What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323, with an update on the Growatt. Now, this is not the end all be all. That's the 48 volt battery. That's the Growatt inverter. The battery is on solar right now. The whole Growatt inverter is going off of solar. Okay, let me show you this. It is not plugged in at all. Not plugged in at all. Going off of solar. Always have the user manual right here on hand. This right here is not on yet, and this is regular BX wire that I have connected to the there's the batteries down there with the Dali BMS. Okay, but what I want to show you is, see, it's charging. Oh, the solar just finished right now. Dang it, the solar just finished. But let me show you this. There's no sun out. There's no sun out. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. The street lights are on. Street lights are on. The sun is going down over there. The street lights just came on. There's the solar panels right there. So I just flipped the breaker on from the solar panels. So the breaker's in the on position. All wires are buttoned up. But with this right here, the solar panels just stopped charging. A little bit upset about that because I was hoping to get a little bit more out of that, and I wanted to see if the light, the LED street light, would help charge the solar panels. But I went all the way from outside all the way to underground. So starting tomorrow morning, I should be able to get constant charge to here from the Growatt. But here's the thing with the Growatt inverter. They do use electricity within themselves. So the Growatt inverter itself is going to use electricity just to stay on. So I gotta see if this 48 volt battery is going to be enough to carry this through the night. I do have grid tie where I can plug it in, and it can be grid tied also. But I mainly want to use it for the lights, the fish tank lights. It's getting winter out, and I brought all my plants on the inside here. The basils, the baby spinach, the mustard greens. I brought them on the inside. So what I want this to do is with the sunlight and with the battery to be able to maintain at least 18-hour cycle before it starts charging again, because the plants need about, since they're going off of LEDs, they need about 18 hours of sunlight with LED. Look at the basil, been here about 4 or 5 days already, and it's trying to stretch out as high as it can. This is not the optimal setup. It just got cold really fast, so I brought them down here. Well, actually my wife did. Praise the Lord. Okay, so the Growatt, there's no more sun now. It's draining the battery at 0.6 amps. 0.6 amps is what the Growatt uses to stay on. So I'm going to plug it into the grid right now. You see the battery is only at 88%. All it does is sit in my basement. It doesn't do anything else but sit in my basement. So I'm going to plug it into the grid right now to fully charge the batteries. And then I'm going to unplug it overnight and see if the battery itself maintains. Now watch, you're gonna see it go into constant charge right here. It's gonna start charging right here. The battery is at 55.2 volts. 56 volts is optimal for the battery. Okay, should have went into charging already, but it's not balancing. So I did change the setting to solar first, grid secondary. So maybe I have to change the setting right now. That's why I say leave the book right here, and I have them highlighted down here. Utility first. Utility provides power loads at first priority. I have it on SBU. Solar energy provides first priority. If solar is not sufficient to power all connected loads, battery will supply the power to the loads at the same time. Utility powers the loads only when battery voltage drops either to a low level or a warning voltage. Let's see, utility power provides to, oh, so this is an SBU is going to drain the battery all the way down. Okay. Solar energy provides first priority. Solar so connected loads battery level will supply the power loads at the same time. Utility provides power loads only when any one of the condition happens. Solar energy, so I need SOL. So I have to escape here, enter here. I'm an SBU in number 1. Oh, that didn't go down. SBU, I have to enter. Does it start blinking? Solar. Enter, escape. So now I'm on solar, where it connected right to the grid right now. See, it did connect right to the grid. Now I wonder if it's gonna start charging the battery, if the battery is full enough, because I know in utility, oh, there it goes, constant charge. It's charging the battery and it is connected to the grid right now because there's no sun. So as soon as the sun comes out, this will shut off by itself. Or if the battery is charged, this will shut off and it'll just be using the 0.7 amps for it to stay on. While I am home, I can maintain my battery. My battery is being charged right now between 6.2 to 9.7 amps, and the battery is being balanced right now. All right, this is Growatt. Stay tuned. We're gonna see if I could go ahead and keep my plants alive with my LEDs and the Growatt with the battery. I'm moving everything from the outside in. That's why everything is right here. It will get situated. Bye bye.